Hello. Hello, my name is Arculia Todd, and I'm the author of The Brainwashing of Black America, How God Helped Me Overcome, the book and the workbook. And I am here today interviewing the beautiful, the lovely, the talented, the producer of Angel Eyes Radio Network. She read the book recently, and I just wanted to ask her to give us a video feedback of her take on the book. So, thank you, Miss Rachel Watkins, the beautiful, lovely lady who loves God's people. And so I just want to start with one question.
Okay.
And that question is, after reading The Brainwashing of Black America, How God Helped Me Overcome, what do you think about the book, and how did it demonstrate for God's children how to handle racial strife and with using the Word of God?
First and foremost, let me say I thank God for you, and I thank God for giving you the vision to write this book. My take on it is so necessary for any African American, Asian American, any minority, if you will, who's entering corporate America to read what systemic racism looks like in America. I will say that the book is timely with all of the, recent racial strifes that are going on around our country. It is so timely and relevant, and we need to talk about race in America today. We need to have serious conversations about it and just acknowledge its very existence. So your book, for me, was enlightening because I've actually experienced some of the situations, some of the scenarios that you wrote about. I've actually experienced it, and I never looked at it as systemic racism. I thought it was like some of the things that I went through, I thought they were just individual incidents.
Wow.
So to know that, someone has experienced the same things lets me know that, yes, this is something that we need to have discussions about.
So even with you saying that you had experienced some of the same thing, and was there a word in there that helped you to may have thought about things a little differently when the Word of God was used in the book? Was with the trial and the strife that you went through, was it helpful information?
Absolutely. When you said, call it out, say something. God has given us, endowed us with power. And he says you overcome by the word. It's the word. So not only the word of your testimony, but the word in and of itself. So to actually read that you use the word on the job without shame, fear, or favor was very, very powerful and very encouraging.
That is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And that was the intent of the book, and it is intended to help. Well, and that flows right into question number 2. Okay. Do you think that families in today's environment should talk about racial challenges? And do you think they have a curriculum that will help them? And if they don't, do you think that this can help families, churches? We talked about colleges, our youth and young adults who are getting out there and may not know what to do and go, the first thing they do, quit. How do you think it can help the next generation?
Okay, absolutely. Families should talk about race relations and how to overcome these challenges that the young people will face as they go out into the real world. Now, as far as your text, is it new? No, it's not. I mean, we've had, of course, the passing of Dick Gregory. We know he wrote about it. We know so many people have written about race relations. Here is the difference. This is why your book is so important. You use the faith-based approach and how to handle it. And that is the difference. Yes, we can, have strategies, have rallies, but to actually use the Word of God, which we're told not to use in corporate America. So you are really challenging the status quo, not only by having the discussion, but using the Word of God as a means to fight the enemy. And the enemy is not the individual, but the spirit of racism that resides in the individual.
Well, thank you for that. That is definitely the intent, because some people just don't know what to do, and I didn't know what to do until I went to the Word and saw how, it doesn't say race in the Bible that I'm familiar with, racism, but it does say evil, ungodly, wickedness, things that are not like God, and we definitely experience things that are not like God, and it definitely tells you from my experience how God helped me to deal with it. So thank you with that. Thank you for that. And so what do you think was just your overall take on the book and the message in the book? Can you just kind of summarize?
Absolutely. My take on your book is this: value yourself. As a Christian, as someone who wants to be a part of mainstream America, who wants to be successful in this country, especially in the workplace, that you should value yourself enough not to let yourself succumb to systemic racism. That we are worthy, and we have a voice, we have a brain, and it is up to us to use our voices and use our brains on the job.
Amen. And to use the Word of God,
Absolutely.
which people frown upon, but it is very effective. We were just talking about the Word is good for correcting, teaching, rebuking. And so, yes, we need to teach and rebuke and correct and edify.
Yes.
Then we need to use the Word. So thank you, Miss Rachel Watkins, for your visual feedback. I hope that it's helpful for someone, and you can get the book, The Brainwashing of Black America, How God Helped Me Overcome. Just Google it, or go to my website, orculiatodd.com, and be blessed from the information that it shares.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be blessed.
Oh, yes.